Thanks.
Thanks, Lunga. How's it, Ruan? Ruan, just how important was the win last weekend for you guys? And how did you rate the actual performance?
Yeah, hi Ken. Nice to see you again. Obviously, I think that game was massive for us. Well, I think we had a lot of pressure, me personally, and I think on the team and the management. I just think we're very happy with the character shown by the boys. Obviously, it wasn't perfect, but I think it was definitely some much better stuff in that game from us, especially when it comes to discipline. I think that was the massive point for us when it came to discipline. I know obviously people that wasn't there. We don't understand it, but the wind was pretty crazy. I know. In that case, I'd probably defend Ruan with the kicking. I know that put us under a bit of pressure in that first half, but yeah, it was definitely tough conditions that first half playing against the wind.
Okay, let's assume there's no follow-up, Ken. Ashfaq?
Hi Ruan, goed om vir jou te sien Ruan. Eers net op Jake White en wat gebeur het met hom, sorry, hoogte van die oorwinning en toe hoor ons nou, hy het nou vir operasies gegaan. Hoe voel die ouens oor dit en hoe gaan dit met Jake?
Hi Ashfaq, obviously last week coach Jake saamgevlieg en alles, maar hy was die hele week nie lekker nie. Obviously coach Chris en die ander management, coach Russell het goed oorgeneem. Ons almal verstaan die stelsel en wat coach Jake implementeer. So dit was redelik maklik vir ons om aan te pas. Was obviously nie altyd lekker om jou hoofcoach nie daar te hê nie. Maar ek weet coach Jake was regtig nie lekker nie en obviously soos ons weet hy moes operasie gaan. So ek dink op die einde van die dag sy gesondheid is die belangrikste. En ons hoop vir hom vir 'n spoedige recovery. Ek dink is nog steeds 'n goeie karakter gewees soos ek gesê het nou net vir Ken ook. Obviously Chris Smith wat ook uit was met 'n maagbug en coach Jake wat die hele week gesukkel het ook ekstra druk op ons geplaas, maar baie trots op die manne op die karakter wat gewys is en hoe cool en kalm ons was onder druk situasies.
Ashfaq, can I just ask you to please hang on to your follow-up? Can I ask you to just repeat that in English, just for the two broadcasters, just purely because we're touching on Jake?
Okay, awesome. Obviously, Jake, when we got there, was got something with his bug of his stomach, and it kept the whole week going. And obviously, he was in his room his whole week. We didn't have him at any team meetings or team trainings. I think it definitely put us not under pressure, but you want your head coach there. He brings you confidence and he talks sense. But credit to the rest of the management, like Coach Chris and Russell and Lawless and everybody that stepped up in taking over. In that kind of way, like I said to Ashfaq now, it's just it was put us also on a bit of pressure, but very very chuffed with the character the boys shown by staying calm in all the situations.
Thanks. All right, Ashfaq, your follow-up.
Okay, thanks Runga. Ruan het het dan van die wedstryd, die intensiteit was daar, die fisiese benadering wat miskien nie die laaste 2 games of so daar gewees het nie. Hoe het julle dit omgekeer?
Ashfaq, ek dink ons het ons definitief onsself bietjie in die steek gelaat die 2 derby games. Wat nie supposed is om so te wees nie. Ek dink ons het dit het ons hard getref, dat ons definitief voor die battle verloor het en ek dink vir 'n boelspan is dit maak baie seer en ek dink laasweek het ons goeie diep gesprekke gehad en ek is bly die manne het dit goed gevat en dit het Vrydag aand gewys. Ek dink ons het groot emphasis gesit op physicality. Ons weet die Dragons is die Wallis spanne oor die algemeen is 80 minutes. Hulle is in die game, hulle fight vir al 80 minute en ons geweet ons gaan moet fisies step up as ons daai punte wil kry daarso in Newport.
Just one more from me, Lunga. Ruan, die laaste wedstryd in Exeter Chiefs natuurlik was die ander groep wat daar gespeel het in Engeland 44-14. Nou hierdie week is julle beste span. Wat verwag julle en wat wil julle bereik nadat hy nederlaag teen Exeter?
Ja, nee, ek dink dit was definitief was steeds goed gewees van die manne. Ek dink Exeter het net obviously die game goed gemanage en ek dink soos ek net gesê het ook ons dissipline het ons in sekere dele van die veld het ons in die steek gelaat en dit het vir Exeter 'n goeie plek geplaas op die veld om te attack van waar hulle goed is in die 22. Hulle kan soveel fases bou en as jy konstant vir hulle daai 22 meter entries gaan gee, gaan hulle vir jou regtig 'n lang dag maak. So ek dink vir ons is net om te fokus op ons om ons dissipline te step up in die regte dele van die veld om in die regte dele van die veld te speel en om net te weet ons speel op loftes en ja, dit is waar is ons trots. So ek dink dit is van selfspreking vir ons om te weet wat so groot wedstryd dit is en ons gaan moet step up.
Thanks Ashfaq. Carl Fabian.
Ruan, thanks for the opportunity. You mentioned the pressure that was on you, and I presume that's because of everybody criticizing your captaincy and everything. But, I mean, how do you handle one weekend you're a poor captain and the next weekend the Bulls win, you're a good captain? How do you handle that and how do you see that as part of your growing process as a captain?
Yeah, Carl, I think for me the biggest thing is I think the best thing is I don't read anything that any articles about me. I don't really have Facebook, so I don't really read into that stuff. I think that's the best thing for me personally. And obviously I know myself obviously much better than anybody else knows. So I know what I'm capable of, and I know my teammates believe in me, and that's the most important thing. So yeah, I think it's all learning. I'm obviously still getting used to the captaincy role. But yeah, it's something that excites me very much. And it's just for me to constantly learn and grow every weekend in and out. No matter if it sometimes doesn't go your way or you get a bit of criticism, it's always going to be part of rugby. So you should not read too much into that stuff. For me personally,
Good stuff. Appreciate it.
Heinz.
Hi Ruan, hoop het gaan goed met jou. Dankie vir jou tyd. Ruan, jy het obviously genoem dat jy weet dit is nooit lekker om nie jou hoofafrigter by die rand te hê, jy weet veral voor 'n wedstryd en daai tipe dinge nie, maar en jy het ook daarom jy weet daarop aangeraak, jy weet dat die stelsel jy het baie goed gevestig is, jy weet, en nou wil ek vir jou eintlik vra, gegee dat coach Jake nou obviously nie lank jy weet maande gaan weg wees nie. Is dit vir julle eintlik 'n bietjie interessant jy weet om so 'n bietjie jy weet ek wil amper sê 4 tot 5 jy weet verskillende hoofafrigters te hê vir die volgende maand of 2 jy weet so net so interessant jy weet om almal se insette jy weet en almal se maniere jy weet te sien sonder dat daar 'n soort van ek wil amper sê die man op top is.
Ja, Heinz, dit gaan goed en ek hoop dit gaan goed met jou ook. En ja, soos ek gesê dit is challenging, maar dis ook exciting om onsself op 'n ander manier te challenge. Ek dink ons baie groei wat in hierdie tydperk ook kan lê van ons as ons dit reg benader en reg aanpak. Ek dink ons baie groei vir baie van die coaches en die management. Maar ja, ek dink vir ons is soos ek sê, dis net om in ons sisteme te bly. Ja, is obviously net een coach nie, al die coaches saam vorm ons management en ja, ek dink ons is vir ons net om te stiek by wat ons doen en op die einde van die dag om te speel ook vir coach Jake en om trots te maak. As dit jou vraag beantwoord.
Follow up, Heinz?
All good. Thanks, Lunga.
All right, cool. Mr. Ngobeni.
Thanks, Lunga. Ruan Vata. Just Ruan, just in terms of confidence, how important was last week Friday's win? Looking at the next block ahead, which is quite hectic for you guys. How important is that for the confidence of the team?
Yeah, Vata. Yeah, massively. We know our biggest confidence when it comes to rugby. You lose 2-3 weekends in a row, and then it feels like you worst team in the world. But yeah, I think especially away win brings in so much more confidence. We know how tough it is to get a win away from home. So yeah, I definitely were very, very happy after Friday night. And I think especially taking us into this next 3 weeks, it's going to be very tough and very big for us. It definitely helped us so much confidence-wise, and just to put that reassurance back into the guys that everyone is deserved here and good enough to be here.
And in terms of your next opponent, what are your expectations? I know Ashfaq did touch on it, but what are your expectations from them?
Yeah, no, obviously Exeter Chiefs, they are 2020 champions of the Premiership and the Champions Cup. So we know what's coming. It's a world-class team. Yeah, they want to outwork you. They want to put face after face after face. They want to take you up on front. Yeah, basically just all facets of the game. They wanna kill you. So I think for us is just to focus on what we do best, and keeping our discipline as low as penalties as low as possible. And yeah, I think it's going to be a massive physical battle also. So I think it's this all departments then that we're going to have to be stepping up.
Just talking about that step up, obviously you guys, the forwards really put in a good shift on Friday. Looking forward to again playing at home on dry ground, and bringing those backs into play. We saw Kirtley's try and how that came about. So are you hoping that things are sort of clicking into place with the backs and the forwards?
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, Pretoria weather a bit different than in Europe. So definitely, it's definitely going to be like hot, and I think it's going to be a good night for rugby, nice running rugby. So hopefully we can get a good continuity between the backs and forwards, and get some good running rugby in on Saturday night.
Thanks, Lawrence.
Thanks, Vata. Ken Bolland.
Thanks. Ruan, it's probably fair to say that against Dragons, you guys were so dominant that you actually should have won by more. There were a lot of mistakes made. Do we put that down to, though, that there was obviously a lot of disruption as well, though? I mean, it wasn't an easy travel. Then we've spoken about, with Jake and all of that. So do you think the error count was just because it was a lot of other factors, and do you expect a much lower error rate this weekend?
Yeah, Ken, I wouldn't put an error rate on anything outside traveling or anything. I just think that, like I said, I think it still wasn't one of our best performances. We left a lot of I wouldn't say tries, but opportunities out there that could lead to tries. Obviously, we not when we get a penalty, we give the ball back to them, and that put us under so much pressure when we can keep them in their own half and put the pressure on them. So yeah, I think it's a lot of small stuff, small handling errors, turnovers we gave away. I think the weather and then the ball was very slippery, but yeah, that's no excuse. But yeah, I think to sum it up, just definitely a bit more focus and work on for us to go into the Saturday to keep a bit more onto the ball.
Cool. Everybody happy? No other questions? Once, twice, thrice. Cool. Thank you so much, Ruan. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Ruan. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Awesome. Thanks,